Okay, well, we tried to go live, but due to shadow banning, I don't know how many more live videos I could do. It is what it is. I'm human. The Richie and me is the Richie and you. But it's frustrating. Bro, the channel keeps growing. My views keep going up. Keep on getting more subscribers. And then I go on, compared to the past, you go on a live, you have a lot of people on. And then ever since I got really speaking a lot about the conspiracies, about life, and obvious things. And then we had the helicopter episode. That was right after that bridge thing in Baltimore. Point is, I know they're shadow banning my shit, and it's fine. We're gonna review the Mike Tyson. It's a Gordo 760. So long Gordo, a Gordo XL. It's really a Churchill Gordo. Churchill's are 7 inches. So a Churchill Gordo, we're gonna call it a Chordo. I coined that, so I want royalties. Mexican San Andreas wrapper, and a really oily felt, like a piece of felt, like a pool table. Nice feel, oily and grippy. Cameroon binder, which is interesting. That's very interesting. Cameroon and Mexican San Andreas. Did the Partagas do that? Did Partagas do that with their Valley Verde? I don't remember. And then you had Dominican and American broadleaf in the fillers. So sounds like an original blend. Let's find out if it sucks. The Toro was $18.99. Cigars just came in yesterday. The big boy here was $1 more. I don't like 7x60s. I don't really recommend it. But I did. It was only $1 more. In reality, for $1 less. And I was like, fuck. I don't know. I guess that was a decision I had to choose. You see what I'm talking about, PG? Get the edges first. Make sure you get the circular part first. There's so much tobacco in this thing, in a 760. There is a lot of Cameroon in this. Cameroon binder on a 7-inch 60 gauge. Interesting. We'll take our time. It's a lot of tobacco. So here we go. You don't gotta go crazy toasting, but just warm it up. Take your time. Take your time, but hurry up. Joe's actually very good. There's a lot of tobacco in this. There's a lot of tobacco in this.
Depending on when you've experienced the band, tell me more about what you do.
Lighting a 7x60. Wow. Because you want to have a completely lit cherry. Is it raining out now? It's raining. Should I have one for the Toro? That's the question.
tener secretario.
Okay, we're fully lit. 7 matches in. Cigar if the band has a long finish. You know, you call a cigar the Mike Tyson. So in your mind, Mike Tyson is a fierce man. Mike Tyson's a very strong man. He's elusive. He's fast on his feet. It uppercuts you right in the face. So the question is, when you call a cigar Undisputed Mike Tyson, in your mind you're thinking Mike Tyson's a powerful force to reckon with. So a cigar after his name should be there should be no Connecticut shade Mike Tyson. It's just, you can't have a mild cigar dedicated to a boxer. You can't do that. It's too weak. Okay, I like it. Okay. Flavor starting off well. It's got a medium full. 70% darkness. Not extremely dark for Maduro, but we'll see if it picks up. I mean, it's so deep in, deep out. 7 inches on a 60. Long, heavy finish. All right. Okay, well, it's unique. It's got a different vibe. I got to give him that. It's unique. It's got a different vibe, and this is just off the first quarter inch. We're going to give it time to build up. It is a strong cigar, so I'm happy about that. Off the first quarter inch. We're at 3/4 strength, medium full, 70% darkness. It's got a long, heavy finish. Okay. It's got some chocolate to it. It's more of a dry cocoa. It's not a very milk chocolatey. It's got a good amount of black pepper spice. But it has like a sweet and spiciness to it. Like literally, like, picture hot cherries. Like sweet fucking bowl of cherries. Like covered like in a hot sauce, like a red hot, if that makes any sense, but or like in a like if you're using some type of hot sauce. It's kind of unique. Okay, I'm glad it doesn't suck for a 7x60. Look, I don't care what brand it is. Nobody really makes a great 7x60. It's a hard size to, no pun intended, it's a hard size to make something, really, exciting. It's just too much surface area to cover. Too much lost in translation. It would have been nice to try this in Toro. But for $1, it got me. Damn it. But we're at a medium full. It's a unique profile. I'm going to come back because I can't make this a 4-hour video. God, we have so much territory to cover. I'll come back, but it's starting off pretty good. Let's do the right thing. you know. Who's watching right now? AP in the thong, Chewy sitting in the dark, watching this with a glass of scotch and 357. Well, I'm surprised. I'm over 2 inches in, and it's not weak. It's a solid medium full. And if it's a medium full, it's only 2 inches in. Long, heavy finish. On a 7x60. If you know anything about cigars, leaves are not proportionally equal. The longer you go with the leaf, the more you're getting of the weaker parts of the leaf, and so the longer you go, the more you have time you have to build up. But the stronger part, the stem side, is going to be generally down here, unless they want to reverse it. And I've heard some people do certain leaves on purpose reversed to kind of tweak the cigar. It's like a fucking snorkel. I feel like I'm holding an umbrella. Chim chimney, chim chim chiroo. I'm gonna fly around with this thing. Lots of charred wood, some earth, nice black pepper. But the cherry note, very sweet. The cherries, and like a hot fucking splash of just zestiness, fucking hot, like some type of red sauce with the cherries. Picture fucking spicy motherfucking cherries. Earth, it's nice. I gotta keep growing the ash. I'm gonna come back. I'll come back in 20, 30 minutes. Let this thing build up. It's a slow burning cigar. Getting a lot of tobacco here. Long, heavy finish. I've nothing bad to say about it. I mean, it's not like, oh my god, I go buy a box, guys, right? But this is enjoyable, and I would say it's at least in the very good category. We'll see. As way too early for a review on the numbers, because a lot could change. A lot could change, and I'm hoping it's just going to keep getting better. But remember, keep this in your mind. This is a 7x60, so whatever this is, if you would have gotten the Toro, shorter and condensed that dimension, the smoke's got to travel through the hole. And the smaller the hole, the smoke's going to be more condensed. Smoke is smoke, baby. The larger the diameter of the cigar, smoke's more dissipated. I can't stress that enough. The tighter the hole, which the cigar is a delivery device. A glass of water, unless you're just going to drink it out of it doesn't matter. The water, you understand, say water needs a cup or something, or your hand, a delivery device. A cigar is the delivery device. So the shape's important. Scotch or vodka, whether you take it out of shot glasses or drinking it in a glass with ice or drinking it off a stripper's ass, it's still going to be scotch. One will have more bacteria, but still, cigars need a delivery device. Cigars need a delivery device. Cigars don't need anything. Liquor or any kind of liquid, water, needs some type of containment that has nothing to do with the liquid itself. Food generally needs a plate or a bowl, right? Even a cheeseburger is going to come in some kind of basket or wrapped up. No, you're not going to go to McDonald's and you're like, yeah, I'll take a double cheeseburger. And they just give you the cheeseburger and you're like, oh, thanks. I'm going to make a fucking mess now. Thanks. Got a Big Mac and you got fucking lettuce falling on your dick. You understand what I'm saying, though? So cigars, the size, it's very important. The size is really how you want to contain the smoke. The blend's going to be the blend, but the size is going to affect the blend. Therefore, if one thing affects it, it is the blend. You understand what I'm saying, though? It's like if you have a mother and father and they create children, the mother and father, both their DNA is going to affect their children because you're half of your mother and half of your father. You're going to take chromosomes, right, and DNA, whatever the hell, from your father and your mother. Now, you're always going to be your mother's child, because that's the truth. Because your father might not be your father. That happens a lot. Where your dad's not really your dad. But your mother's always your mother, because they can't lie what hole you came out of. But they can lie who put the quarter in. I like it. I don't love this cigar, but I'm surprised I'm having this good of a time with the 7x60. So take this more as a caveat. Probably buy the Toro. Unless you want to hang out for 4 hours in a car with Richie, buy the Toro. And the Toro, if anything, if it's going to be even a little stronger than this. Well, we're back. Bright headlights. We're back. Burn's going great. Jaw's going great. Not razor sharp in the back, though. But the cherry is spreading there, so it will probably self-correct. We're going to get rid of that ash. It's getting flaky. Here it goes. Doesn't want to go, not naturally. I'm going to give it one tap, and there you go. Wow. That's a lot of ash. Dropping the ash, the cigar is a little bit stronger. You know, when you hold it ash, there's pros and cons, you know. But it definitely will calm down the flavor slightly. Give or take. What's in this band? Some type of, is it a security feature? Something there. I can't tell what that is. And it is what it is. It is what it is. Mike Tyson. I'll say this. I'm impressed with the overall draw and construction for a big, gigantic fucking cigar. It's not a big Oompa Loompa fucking, Oompa Loompas are small, but they're big, small people. Oompa. Fuck. Anyways, it's not a lazy cigar, even though it's a big, fat, lazy size. I know I bought the wrong size, and I apologize for that. But in a way, if it's good in 7x60, it's going to be better in Toro. So that's a good place to be. If I would have reviewed the Toro, because I'm not going to buy both. If I had reviewed only the Toro, it would be like, okay, well, how do we know if the Churchill Gordo will be good? So I'm enjoying the Churchill Gordo, and you know I don't like big, fat, long cigars. Flavor's good on this. It's a solid medium, full, long finish, heavy finish. With a nice profile. For Maduro and Mexican San Andreas, it's not as dark as you'd expect. So maybe in the Toro will be a little more. The cigar hasn't gone out at all. It hasn't needed a touch-up or a light-up, and it's self-correcting in the back. It's got a lot of flavor. The value on it, though, for the price point, you're talking about $20, $19.99. Honestly, I don't see it at that price point. Even though it's a big cigar, there's plenty of other big cigars like the Flathead and gigantic 7x70, even bigger, you can get for a lot cheaper. Is this blend better? In some ways, I could say yes. But the price point, it is. Here's the thing about this cigar. There's a benefit if you buy the box. Well, obviously, even like in the Toro. Two reasons. When you buy a box, the boxes are split, which I actually like. You're going to get half of the Habano one. I think it's Ecuadorian Habano, which is actually also a different blend, not just a different wrapper. It's a completely different cigar, which that's kind of unique. And then the Maduro, completely different cigar. The boxes, they had both. The boxes are split, so you're going to get two different versions completely. And the boxes are actual humidor. And they have the little slots in it for the humidification system. You know, if you want to put that distilled water or whatever, the other cigar juice or whatever. So if you factor in the price point and getting a nice humidor desktop, that's what it is. You could hold probably at least 20 cigars, regular size in there. You know, and it's designed for, you know, to be a little humidor, you know, and it's got Mike Tyson on it. The box is quite, the box / humidor box is of good quality, and it's pretty heavy. It's got a nice look to it. So when you factor in that the box is not just a throwaway, that it's an actual, you'll have a Mike Tyson humidor. Now that's a different factor. So just buying it alone, I'm gonna have to give that kind of two different views. Just alone, it is a good cigar, but not worth $20. But if you're gonna get a nice humidor, Mike Tyson humidor with it, well, then that's Even if you said the box is worth, let's say, lowball, like $50, get a nice little desktop humidor to hold, your daily smokes or something. All right, so it is unique. It's not just a box. It's really a nice desktop to put on your, if you have an office or whatever, or somewhere. I guess if you want to look at Mike Tyson's face, well then yeah, fuck, it's kind of cool, I guess. It's pretty strong and bold for a 760. It's hard to make a dimension that long and big still be a solid medium full and long heavy finish, and it's had a lot of flavor the whole time. So that I can't bang this cigar too much as far as the cigar. Price point though, yeah, because the Toro, is only $1 cheaper. So but that's gonna be even stronger, and probably would have liked that even better. It's still a lot of money though, $19.99 or $18.99. So it is what it is. I don't know if you can get a better deal on this online, maybe a little. But at the end of the day, it's a unique box. It's a limited cigar, and you're gonna get both versions, which is nice. I kind of like that. You get both versions in there, and they're two different cigars. He had a pamphlet there, I guess, from Gurkha, and it's two different blends, which I think that's unique. And to have both blends in the same box. So you're going to get two different versions of the cigar, and you're going to get a humidor box. It's a quality box. I'm talking about a lot of boxing. I only talk about cock. This is a quality box. So you get Mike Tyson the boxer on the box. It's a quality box from a quality boxer. Slightly earthy, a lot of black pepper at this point, and everything else there have that sweetness of the cherry note, or a nice rich fruit cherry note. It's quite nice. I think using the Cameroon backing up the Mexican San Andreas, this Cameroon is known to be sweet, but having Mexican San Andreas with Cameroon backing underneath, and then you're throwing in not just the standard Nicaraguan, you got Dominican and American broadleaf, Pennsylvania probably, because it didn't say Connecticut. I don't think so. So it is a unique blend that I really think in the Toro, in the more of a standard size, I would be able to get even more flavor, more complexity out of it, more power. In the end, as far as the actual tobacco, the blend, the construction, and seeing itself corrected itself, I got nothing bad to say about them. Price point, yeah, you are getting a box, and it is a nice box. It's a nice humidor box. It's a humidor box. It makes me a little more happy talking about the cigar if you're going to buy a box. Buying single, hey, one time, have a good time. It's a good cigar. It's a good time to buy it one time. With the box, you're getting a cool box. You're getting a good humidor box. Do what you want. I'll come back here in the end, and I'll give my final notes. But the flavor's sticking on the tongue. And it's complex flavor on the finish. And the sweetness is sticking around. The cigar was a little more sophisticated than I thought it would be for my Gurkha / Mike Tyson, lineup. So I am enjoying it, and I'll be back. Well, the grand finale, the moment like 10 people waiting for. The 0 touch-ups. It's impressive for a 7x60. So construction, it burned through the whole time. Draw's been good the whole time. Finish is very long and heavy right now. It's more of a solid medium full, but overall it's not an ass-kicking blend, but still could be considered a strong cigar overall, which, like I said, it begs the question that the Toro in a small diameter with the same blend would be even more stout and impressive. So if you want less time but a stronger experience, go for the Toro. I probably would have rather have that. However, this is for research. So the 760 was still strong. Good quality, good construction. However, $19.99. But with the box, the cigar is going to be a 4.4 without the box, because the price point kind of cuts into the value, and it is an enjoyable cigar, but it is what it is. But with the box, it's a 4.5. So it is. If you understand my rating system, it's 0 through 5, but 4.0 is where like a good cigar starts, and from there we go at a point system. So 4.4, it is a very good cigar. It's not mind-blowing, it's not amazing, but it's enjoyable. Yeah. And no points knocked off for construction. The blend was pleasantly nice. It was rather smooth. It wasn't really gritty or a dirty vibe either, so it was good tobacco and good age on this. Finish is rather long, rather heavy. Overall about 70-75% darkness, and overall 3/4 strength. So it has that kind of balanced vibe going for it. So I think a lot of people could possibly enjoy this if you're looking for a strong cigar, but not AJ Fernandez full strength kind of vibe. The charred wood, the earth, there is the dry chocolate note, but it's not so prominent. The black pepper, the cherry note was really not rather sweet. It's kind of nice, and it was a hot sauce kind of vibe to it as well. So it had some nice complex spice notes. I am pleased with the cigar. I'm not blown away by it overall, but I enjoyed it. So if that means anything, it's rare that I enjoy a big 7x60. It's not a gimmick cigar. It is a quality cigar released by Gurkha. The cigar was made by El Artista. El Artista, if you look them up, they make cigars for other. They have the other Artista line, and I'm not sure for other names as well. Yeah, I think it was the Sindicato or something like that, or give or take. I don't know. Even though I wasn't blown away by it, I didn't dread smoking this cigar. I puffed on it a lot, with less spacing than normal. I was like, oh, this is an enjoyable, comfortable, medium to full 3/4 strength cigar with a long, heavy finish, with some nice sweetness and complex spice notes, and a little bit of earth, and some nice charred wood. So, if you're looking for that, but this is limited, so it is what it is. Like I said, either you buy one or you buy the box. You know what I'm saying, though, because the box has a nice humidor with it. So if you're looking to do something like that, well, God bless. I don't know. I think it comes in. Is it boxes of 10, or is it 12? I don't know. Maybe it could be 20. Maybe it's 2 rows. But if it's only a box of 10, 5 of each, well, then for $200 you get yourself 10 nice big cigars and a nice little humidor for your desktop. So that's not a bad deal, as it is, if you want a Mike Tyson humidor, well, then fuck it, right? Last third's really nice. All the flavor's been there the whole time, just a little more resonating. So, here's what it is. Stay fresh, stay out of trouble. No cigars in prison. I don't know if there's cigars in heaven or hell. I think heaven and hell, these are physical constructs that we made up. But spiritually, yes. After we're dead, we are alive. Our spirit goes somewhere to that place I cannot speak of. However, I think this earthly experience is a way we could experience life, heaven and hell, but be held accountable and also receive grace for our own decisions. And I think in life, the more grace you give to others, the more grace you receive. You know, it's like lubrication. Things are easier. Slide on by. If you're caustic and go against the grain and you're an asshole, expect a lot of shit. It's better to be kind to people for no reason than to be an asshole. It is what it is. And even when you have a right to be an asshole to someone, if you give them kindness and grace, well, how powerful is that? You're operating on a higher level than that person. If someone is a negative person around you and you operate it, give it back to them, now you're equal with them. Then you forgive someone, you're acting above them. I got nothing bad to say about this cigar. A lot of time with the 7x60. It's good flavor. It's a solid 4.4. The price point is kind of high, but it kind of makes sense if you're including a nice humidor box. That's where I'm going to leave it. 4.4 alone, 4.5 with the box. So it is what it is. It's worth trying once. Now this is the Maduro. There's a Habano version, which it is what it is. But it was better than what I expected. That means something. I'll see you around. Stay fresh. Stay out of trouble. There's nothing you want in your mouth in prison. Not the food, not the water. It's not going to be filtered. It's not going to be filtered water. And nothing else either.